Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great day. It is Talk About It Tuesday, and today I'm going to tackle like a reoccurring questions that I get, just two today. So we're going to talk about how I find things to do and how I meet people. So as we discussed a couple of Make a Change Mondays ago, I'm cheap, y'all. I'm always trying to find the bigger, better deal. So what I typically do is I check Airbnb experiences first. I check them first. I like to support Airbnb experiences because they are typically local people, small businesses, or people who do it as their side hustle because it's their passion. They're normally very engaged, and a lot of the experiences are very unique and a little less touristy. You can get to know like the local spots and things to do, and they also normally have a ton of recommendations for you to do while you're in whatever country or city you're visiting. Now they have everything depending on the country or city that you're in. You can do everything from hiking to cooking classes, dance classes, nights on the town, you name it, they typically have it on there. The second place I check is TripAdvisor because I like to comparison shop price wise. Like, am I getting the best bang for my buck? So I'll check TripAdvisor, and they have typically either similar experiences or some of the Airbnb experiences are also offered on TripAdvisor. So I do like to see if it's cheaper on TripAdvisor or if it is cheaper with the Airbnb experience. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Like I said, sometimes you get just more bang and more like cultural experience for your dollars if you go through Airbnb. But TripAdvisor also gives you an idea of all the sites um, that are in that area. So I like to check that out just in case there's something on there that I didn't see on Airbnb experiences, so I can have a better idea of my options, all of my options. The third thing that I do is if I am staying in a hotel, I go down and I talk to the hotel people that book the tours because sometimes they are the cheapest option because they get like a group rate. So the option can be cheaper. For example, the elephant excursion that I just did, if you didn't see the talk, you can go back and look at it. I posted it as like a Sunday Fun Day talk. Um, and we went to feed the elephants. We went to the waterfall. We went on a hike. We went to the national park. Now on Airbnb and on TripAdvisor, all of those things were separate. There was no real package deal to do all of that. But at the hotel, they offered a package deal for it, one low price of like I think it was $60, 60 US dollars, and then it included lunch and transportation. They pick you up from your hotel, the whole nine. So that's another thing that I typically like about booking through the hotels because with TripAdvisor or Airbnb, it's a 50-50 chance that that vendor will offer to pick you up from your location. But when you book through a hotel, they picking you up from the hotel. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. You don't have to worry about getting to a meeting point or anything like that. They're going to pick you up from your hotel. They're going to drop you off at your hotel. Now, the fourth thing that I do is I check with the local taxis. So in Thailand, I'm in Thailand right now. They have a lot of tuk-tuk taxis, and it's basically just like it's fun and dangerous at the same time. And I say it's dangerous because it's just like a motor scooter pulling a cart, and so there's no walls. There's just it's an interesting experience. So, but a lot of the taxi drivers, not just in Thailand, but all over the world, um, offer their own tour experiences, and that's kind of like the hood version of it. You get a lot, you go a lot of places, but you don't necessarily always get as much guided direction in history. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So if you're like one of those people who like a more relaxed vibe and can kind of like customize what you want to do, I definitely recommend looking into what the local taxi drivers offer as far as tours, local tours. Because, like I said, 9 times out of 10, if you're in a high tourist area, all of the taxi men have their own little side hustle, giving their own little private tours. And if you request it, they can just drive you around the city and take you to the places that they typically go to, with the locals and things like that. So they are good. But I do all four. I look at all four to see, like I said, who's offering the best experience at the best price. Because don't get it twisted, Mr. Taxi Man will try to hustle you up a little bit. So I like to, like I said, comparison shop. I check all four and then I decide what I want to do. On to meeting people. I've met some amazing people around the world. I have couches to sleep on now, especially in places like Singapore, because Singapore is expensive, y'all. Like, Lord. So, how do you meet people, and build these bonds with people? Well, some people I meet while I'm on these tours, and some people I just meet in the most random ways. I feel like the best way to meet people is doing something that you like, something that you like. Because if they're in the same space as you, they like that stuff too. So y'all already have something in common. Also, you can't be afraid to speak to strangers. Say hello. It can spike up a whole conversation. Give somebody a compliment, or the minute that they hear you speak, they might be like, "Oh, you're from such and such. I'm from there too." You just really have to be open, honestly, to meeting new people, and you will meet the people that you are supposed to meet. You won't click with everybody on every excursion or on every solo outing. But the people that you're supposed to meet, you will meet, and they will be some very kind and generous people. I'll give you an example. My One of the newer people that I've met who has already let me stay in their home, where all we already have trips planned to do other things. I spent New Year's with them in Singapore in their home, no charge, no nothing. I met this woman. I was on an Airbnb experience. She was not on this experience, y'all, at all. She was just at this bar. She just happened to be at the bar. She was waiting for the bathroom. And I was just waiting for the experience to start. And so Prince came on, y'all, and I like to say that I am the youngest Prince fan born on the East Coast. Like, I love me some Prince. And so Purple Rain came on. I started singing Purple Rain. She started singing Purple Rain. We started singing Purple Rain together, and we've been friends ever since. That's just how it happened. So, like I said, just be open to people and be your genuine self. Don't be, I don't know. Just don't put on any airs about yourself. Be your genuine self, your unique self, and people will gravitate towards you. Well, that is it for the day. Like I said, I hope everybody is having a great day or had a great day. I know it's kind of late back there right now in the States. So I am going to do some work because I'm so behind in work, y'all. It is terrible. And get my day started. As always, I hope this information has been helpful and safe and happy travels, everybody.